Good afternoon, everybody. How is all of my wonderful subscribers and viewers out there doing today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It's Nikki D, and welcome back to the Nikki D channel. Today, we're going to be doing the 2025 WWE Raw Recap Episode 23, which was live from Green Bay, Wisconsin. As we was reminded many times throughout the evening, what was your favorite moment of Monday Night Raw? Let me know down in the comment section below. You want to say hi? You want to talk about wrestling? Just post a comment down in the comment section below, and I read and reply to every positive message I see. Also, today's video is sponsored by W Energy Drinks. Are you looking for a new energy drink that leaves you jitterless and able to focus in on any task at hand? Then go check out W Energy Drinks today at www.w.gg, or go search W Energy Drinks in your Google search bar, and they've got a multitude of different flavors you can try, including pineapple splash, tiger's blood, Cali-O cream, and many more. And if you want to try all the flavors, they have a sampler pack in 3 and 6 flavors. And if you end up buying the tub will make you up to 90 energy drinks, and you can, if that's still not enough and you want to buy in bulk, you could buy the Founders Pick bundle, which is 4 tubs, and they even have a 5-tub bundle as well. If you're looking for a new shaker, a new bottle, they've got 24-ounce bottles and mini character solos. They've got a Joker bottle design, and so many others. If you're looking for merch, they've got shirts and hoodies as well. Definitely go check them out. And if you don't like making the drink, they've got you covered there as well. They've got a 12-pack of 12-ounce cans in mango orange cream and strawberry banana. So definitely go check those out as well. And when you do get to checkout, make sure you use promo code Nikki D Russis, 12 characters, all caps, no spaces, NICKYDRUSSAS for 10%. Yes, 10% off your entire order. So go check out W Energy Drinks today. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future videos. With that being said, I hope everybody continues to have an amazing day, and without further ado, let's get to this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. Was live from Green Bay, Wisconsin, as we was reminded many times throughout the evening, and we kicked things off with Mommy Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio coming out to the ring. And Liv Morgan was talking about how she is the greatest female wrestler to ever exist. She talked about how she is a record-setting 4-time women's tag team champion, and she was demanding a women's world title shot against Io Sky. And just like that, you ask, you shall receive. Io Sky interrupted and came out to the ring. She said, if you want a match with me, I'm not hard to find. Every Monday night I am here, and if you want it, you can have it. Liv Morgan instantly replied with the fact that because she is the greatest of all time, Io Sky should just take the easy route, hand her the women's world champion, and just like that, Liv Morgan will be champion again. Io Sky said, you want the title, you can have it. She threw the title at Liv Morgan Morgan followed it up with a drop kick to Liv Morgan, which sent Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan up the ramp. Io Sky stood tall in the ring, and that's how we kicked off this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. Then a few minutes later, we went backstage where Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan were backstage, and Liv Morgan was telling Raquel Rodriguez to go out and win the Queen of the Ring first round matchup for the Judgment Day. And just like that, we was into our first match of the evening. First round Queen of the Ring tournament, Stephanie Valkyrie versus Ivy Nile versus Raquel Rodriguez versus Asuka in a fatal four-way match. And we started this match up with Ivy Nile and Stephanie Valkyrie going at each other, and Raquel Rodriguez and Asuka going at each other as well. Then Stephanie and Asuka hit a kick on Ivy Nile. Stephanie attempted a roll-up but didn't register a 1 before the kick out. Then Asuka attempted a roll-up right back for a 1 kick out. Then Raquel Rodriguez hit a power bomb onto Asuka into Ivy Nile and Stephanie Valkyrie. And just like that, Raquel Rodriguez was in complete control as we went to the commercial break. When we returned from the commercial break, Stephanie Valkyrie and Ivy Nile were squaring off, ended up having a roll-up for a 1-2 kick out. Then Stephanie Valkyrie hit a suplex, followed it up with an arm drag on Raquel Rodriguez, then hit a Meteora on Raquel Rodriguez, ended up hitting a dragon screw on Asuka to follow that up, and then attempted a devil's kiss on Ivy, got about 4 or 5 hits in before Raquel Rodriguez came through and kicked Valkyrie in the midsection, and then Valkyrie attempted the devil's kiss on Raquel Rodriguez, but Raquel Rodriguez is just too big of an individual to try this on. She ended up reversing it, and then Valkyrie attempted it a second time moments later, this time on the apron. The second time was a lucky charm as Stephanie Valkyrie was able to hit the devil's kiss on Raquel Rodriguez, followed it up with a springboard. Then Asuka attempted an Asuka lock, but Ivy Nile came out of nowhere with a drop kick and started to beat down Asuka. But then Asuka started to get her kicks in, ended up hitting a hip attack on Raquel Rodriguez. Then Ivy Nile came out of nowhere with a roll-up for a 1-2 kick out, hit a suplex into a roll-up for a 1-2 kick out, and once again we went to the commercial break. And when we returned from the commercial break, Asuka hit a top rope drop kick, taking everybody out of the equation. Then Asuka hit a kick on Valkyrie, followed it up with a kick to Ivy Nile, and then a kick to Raquel Rodriguez for good measure. Asuka at this point was landing strike after strike after strike on Raquel Rodriguez, hit a code breaker. Then Asuka hit a knee on Ivy for a 1-2 broken up by Stephanie Valkyrie. Then Stephanie Valkyrie started hitting punches, followed it up with a headbutt. Then Asuka ended up hitting a knee on Valkyrie. Valkyrie immediately came right back with a knee of her own. Then Valkyrie followed it up with a suplex. Asuka attempted one but missed. Valkyrie then ended up taking out Asuka for a 1-2 kick out. And then Ivy Nile hit Asuka for a 1-2 kick out. Then Raquel Rodriguez came in, hit a big boot, followed it up with a Tejada bomb, 1-2, broken up by Rhea Ripley, who ripped Raquel Rodriguez out of the ring, hit a riptide on Raquel Rodriguez, and then Asuka in the ring hit the Empress Impact, which is what we're calling her new move. 1, 2, 3. Asuka defeated Stephanie Valkyrie, Ivy Nile, and Raquel Rodriguez via pinfall to advance to face Alexa Bliss on SmackDown. We heard from Asuka after the match as we immediately went to the ring, and Asuka said she will be Queen of the Ring She said, "EO Sky better watch out because she is coming." And she finished it off by saying nobody is ready for Asuka, and that's how we wrapped up that segment. Then we went backstage with the Judgment Day promo. We saw Raquel Rodriguez with ice on her shoulder, and Liv Morgan came in saying that she really needed Raquel Rodriguez's help later on tonight when she faces Kairi Sane. Raquel Rodriguez followed that up by saying, "I think I'm done for the night." And then Dominic wanted help again dealing with AJ Styles. JD McDonough said that he'll step up and help. Vince said, "Dom, you should be down that ringside for it all." Dom agreed. Then Finn Balor and Roxanne Perez ran off saying he's got something for her while Raquel rested on the couch. So definitely interested to see what's going to be happening next with all of that. But that's how we wrapped up hour one of Monday Night Raw. This week's episode of Monday Night Raw was live from Green Bay, Wisconsin, as we was reminded many times throughout the evening, and we kicked off hour two with the new World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General Gunther, as he came down the ring and talked about handling business last week and becoming the new World Heavyweight Champion. He admitted at WrestleMania he tapped out, but he also proved over the last few months that Jey Uso doesn't have what it takes to be a long-term champion in WWE. And Gunther started to address what was next for the new World Heavyweight Champion. And he brought up the Money in the Bank, and he brought up Seth Rollins. And Gunther cut to the chase. He said, "Seth Rollins, let's just get this over with, and I'll give you your World Heavyweight Championship match." And the crowd started to chant Goldberg at one point. Gunther was like, "Not that guy." And they asked, they shall received, as the new World Heavyweight Champion Gunther was interrupted by Goldberg, who came down to the ring. And Goldberg said, "You have it all wrong. I do admire your new persona. I am happy that you have become World Heavyweight Champion. Truly, congratulations, Gunther." But he started to bring up the fact that Gunther and Goldberg have some unfinished business when it came to the things that Gunther said to Goldberg when they were in Atlanta, Georgia. And Goldberg said, "We're going to finish what we started in Atlanta, Georgia." So, and he said at Saturday night's main event, July 12th, he said, "You're mine, because Gunther, you're next." And just like that, Goldberg left the ring, and that's how we wrapped up that segment. We did find out right after that it is confirmed Gunther will defend the World Heavyweight Championship against Goldberg July 12th, that Saturday night's main event. And just like that, we were on to the next match of the evening, as the phenomenal AJ Styles was going one-on-one with Judgment Day member JD McDonough with Dominic Mysterio at ringside. And this was a real ground and pound start to this match. Battle of strength when it came to AJ and JD. And AJ was able to get a takedown on JD McDonough that went right into a headlock. JD McDonough was able to turn it around and put AJ into a headlock of his own. And then AJ was able to hit a shoulder tackle, and AJ took him down with another headlock before AJ Styles hit a sunset flip for a 1-2 kick out. Then JD McDonough tried to roll up AJ Styles for a 1-2 kick out. AJ Styles reversed into his own roll up for a 1-2 kick out. Then JD McDonough bridged into a pinfall situation for a 1-2 kick out. And Then JD was landing kicks on AJ Styles in the corner. Then JD McDonough started to get a little cocky. He hit a chop, but AJ Styles was able to roll through and roll right into the cab crusher. It looked like JD McDonough was going to get to the ropes, but AJ Styles was able to roll over, get JD in the middle of the ring, and continue to keep the cab crusher locked in. Eventually, JD skirmished to the bottom rope. Dominic Mysterio kind of pushed the rope right into JD McDonough's hands to help assist. And that's where AJ Styles started to try to chase Dominic Mysterio. And then JD McDonough came out of nowhere to take out AJ Styles over the barricade. And that led us to the commercial break. When we returned from the commercial break, JD McDonough was in control as he was stepping on AJ Styles' hair and pulling AJ Styles off the mat. He ended up doing it twice before AJ Styles started to get going by hitting a kick. He ended up getting his signature strikes in, followed it up with a clothesline and a running forearm. He also hit Yushiroma. That connected as well. I probably butchered that. But JD then was able to hit a headbutt, followed by a brain buster or a 1-2 kick out. And then JD McDonough was hitting punches, put AJ Styles on the top rope. We had a slugfest on the top rope where AJ Styles ended up fighting out. Ended up hitting a headbutt. Then Dominic Mysterio popped up on the apron. AJ Styles was able to reverse JD McDonough's sneak attack, turn it into a Styles Clash. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles defeated JD McDonough via pinfall. But then Dominic Mysterio rushed the ring trying to attack AJ Styles. AJ Styles was well aware of the situation, but where Dominic Mysterio ended up being saved by Finn Balor, and ended up AJ Styles picked up the Intercontinental Championship with, after all the drama was laying in the middle of the ring. And then the Judgment Day started to surround the ring. But the only issue with that was they covered 3 parts of the ring. The one part they didn't cover was right up the ramp. So smartly, AJ Styles rolled right out the ring, went right up the ramp, and left with the Intercontinental title. And then we had Sheamus backstage with the Alpha Academy. And Sheamus was talking about how proud he was of the Alpha Academy, and Akira Tozawa looked at Sheamus and pretty much said, "Kick his ass," and that's how we ended that segment. Then Bayley arrived. She came down to the ring talking about how grateful she is of the WWE Universe, and the one thing that she loves to do is perform for the WWE Universe. Went on to say that she was robbed of the WrestleMania match after being attacked backstage by Becky Lynch. And then she ended up saying Becky Lynch made her better and stronger, even through all the diversity. Ended up calling out Becky Lynch, which is when the man's music hit and Becky Lynch arrived. And Becky Lynch and Bayley started to go back and forth. Becky Lynch said, "I'll see you in Columbus." Becky ended up slapping Bayley, but Bayley ate that slap and punched Becky right out of the ring as Bayley ended up standing tall. And then we had Jey Uso backstage with Kathy Kelly. Kathy Kelly looking to try to figure out what Jey Uso was thinking after what happened last week. And Jey Uso said, "Right now, me and Gunther, we are 1-1. And he said, "Yeah, you got the Goldberg coming up. You got Seth Rollins with Money in the Bank." But Jey Uso said, "Sooner or later, we will run it back." And then we had Nick Aldis backstage with AJ Styles. And AJ Styles gave back the Intercontinental title to Nick Aldis, but Nick Aldis made it official that Dominic Mysterio will defend the title at Night of Champions against AJ Styles. Then we had Bayley and Lyra Valkyria backstage. We also had it made official that in Columbus, Becky Lynch will defend the Women's Intercontinental Championship against Bayley. So that is how we wrapped up hour 2 of Monday Night Raw. This week's episode of Monday Night Raw was live from Green Bay, Wisconsin, as we was told many times throughout the evening, and we kicked off hour 3 with Mommy Liv Morgan taking on Kairi Sane, and right out the box, Liv Morgan looked extremely aggressive, attempting to attack Kairi Sane, but Kairi Sane was able to reverse, take down Liv Morgan, and that's when Liv Morgan immediately grabbed her shoulder, rolled out of the ring. We had doctors come onto the scene. We went to commercial break, and when we returned from commercial break, we saw Corey Graves and Michael Cole at commentary telling us that the match was called off. They said Kairi Sane won this match because Liv Morgan was unable to continue. What I will report is nobody won this match. This match was called off due to a freak accident injury on Liv Morgan, and I really hope that this injury is not as serious as a lot of people are thinking. I really wish Mommy Liv Morgan a speedy and full recovery on the injury at hand, and all of my prayers go to Liv Morgan in hopes that we see her back in a WWE ring again in 2025. Then we had an update that Liv Morgan's injury was a dislocated shoulder, and we'll probably know much more about this injury as the days and weeks progress. With that being said, we had Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross backstage, and Karrion Kross was talking about how Sami Zayn is just not as good as he thinks he is, and when he goes and faces Randy Orton, he's gonna lose. Sami Zayn said, once I get finished with this King of the Ring tournament, I want to face you as soon as possible, which brought the biggest smile over the face of Karrion Kross. And then just like that, we was at the main event of the evening, first round King of the Ring tournament. We have Rusev versus Sheamus versus Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed, with the winner moving on to face Cody Rhodes in the next round of the King of the Ring tournament. Bronson Reed and Sheamus were brawling. Jey Uso and Rusev were brawling to start this match off. Bronson Reed and Sheamus quickly got out of the ring. Bronson Reed ended up throwing Sheamus shoulder first into the post, and Jey Uso back in the ring was being completely dominated by Rusev, and then we had Bronson Reed and Rusev face to face as these two monsters locked up in a slugfest. Bronson Reed ended up getting sent into the steel steps. Jey Uso, hit a suicide dive, which led us to the commercial break. And when we returned from the commercial break, Bronson Bronson Reed was in complete control until Jey Uso started to hit punches on Bronson Reed, ended up hitting kicks. Uso had a kick for Sheamus as well, ended up kicking Rusev, but Rusev turned it right around into a clothesline for Jey Uso. Then Sheamus was able to throw Bronson Reed into the steel post, and then Sheamus was thrown into the crowd, but then Sheamus ended up rising up behind Bronson Reed, ended up hitting 10 beats of the Barrett, wasn't satisfied there, ended up hitting 11 more beats of the Barrett, 21 beats in total as my count on the barricade, and then Jey Uso hit a kick on Sheamus before getting absolutely clobbered by Rusev, and then we had Sheamus and Rusev lock up in a slugfest. Sheamus won that slugfest and started to hit some more punches on Rusev before Rusev came back and hit a beautiful spinning kick. Then Sheamus hit a power slam onto Rusev, and once these two men started to get back to their feet, they were locked into a slugfest yet again until Bronson Reed came in with a double clothesline, but Rusev and Sheamus hulked up and continued to beat down each other again, before Bronson Reed ended up squashing both of them in the corner. Then he caught Jey Uso, slammed Jey Uso as we went to the commercial break yet again. When we returned, Sheamus and Jey Uso were locked in a slugfest as Jey Uso was able to fight out of the 10 beats of the Barrett, but Sheamus hit an Irish curse in response. Bronson Reed came in and hit a headbutt on Sheamus, but Sheamus, showing us just how powerful he is, counteracted that and hit a white noise for a 1-2 kick out, before Rusev came into the ring and absolutely destroyed Sheamus. Uso then hit a kick on Rusev, then Reed came in with Sheamus. Rusev ended up hitting a kick to respond to Jey Uso, before Rusev locked in the accolade on Jey Uso, and at this point, we all thought Rusev was going to be moving on in this tournament, but Sheamus hit a knee on Rusev and Reed, 1-2, saved up by Bronson Reed. Then Bronson Reed went to the top rope, hit a tsunami, a 1-2 saved by Jey Uso, and then Jey Uso speared Bronson Reed, and that's when Braun Breaker got involved, but moments later, Sami Zayn arrived, and Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn were in an all-out brawl. Sami Zayn attempted a haluva kick, but Braun Breaker ended up throwing Sami Zayn, which is when Penta came out of nowhere with a suicide dive on Braun Breaker, and then Bronson Reed ended up hitting a Death Valley driver, and after that, LA Knight got involved. Jey Uso was able to hit a spear, went to the top rope, hit an Uso splash, went back to the top rope, hit a second Uso splash, 1, 2, 3. Jey Uso defeated Bronson Reed, Rusev, and Sheamus via pinfall to move on to face Cody Rhodes in the King of the Ring tournament. And just like that, Seth Rollins arrived, stormed the ring, and right when he was getting ready to destroy everybody in sight, Cody Rhodes arrived and came down to the ring, and just like that, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins were face to face, staring off at each other yet again. Seth Rollins ended up leaving the ring, saying not right now, walking away, and then we saw Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, the two men left in the ring, staring off at each other because they know next week they go one-on-one, and that's how we ended this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. And that was the 2025 WWE Raw Recap episode 23, which was live from Green Bay, Wisconsin, as we was reminded many times throughout the evening. What was your favorite moment of Monday Night Raw? Let me know down in the comment section below. You want to stay high? You want to talk about wrestling? Just post a comment down in the comment section below, and I read and reply to every positive message I see. Today's video was sponsored by W Energy Drinks. Are you looking for a new energy drink that'll leave you jitterless and able to focus in on any task at hand? Then go check out W Energy Drinks today. They have a plethora of different flavors. They have a long list of shakers or bottles. They have shirts. They have hoodies. And if you don't feel like making the drink, they also got a 12-pack of 12-ounce cans in multiple flavors. So go check out W Energy Drinks today. And when you do get to checkout, make sure you use promo code Nikki D Russis. 12 characters, no spaces, all caps, NICKYDRUSSAS for 10%. Yes, 10% off your entire order. So go check out W Energy Drinks today. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and you made it all the way to the end of this video, go smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future videos. And if you want to see some more of me, Nikki D, then go check out another one of my videos, because I got hours of content that'll keep you entertained well into the evening. With that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. I'm Nikki D. This is the Nikki D channel, and I will see all y'all beautiful people next time. Bye, y'all.